ranking Pink Floyd album covers based on aura alone. At the 16th spot, we have More. This album cover really tries to be Led Zeppelin, bro, which doesn't give it any aura. At the 15th spot, we have Piper at the Gates of Dawn. I don't care if it has that mirrored look and stuff. I hate pictures that just have faces of the band members. It looks so stale and bland and boring. The faces lose all aura. At the 14th spot, we have Mugga. This cover had a tad bit of aura. I like the mirror concept with the angle where you see everyone, but there's still people in it. Every album cover loses aura if I see a person in it. Get that shit out of here. At the 13th spot, we have A Sauce Full of Secrets. This album cover has more aura than most, but I still don't know what the hell I'm looking at. It kind of looks like if Shrek took a massive dookie on a painting canvas, smeared it around like he was Bob Ross, and called it a day. At the 12th spot, we have The Final Cut. This album cover has no aura. It literally looks like my grandma's carpet. Hell no. At the 11th spot, we have The Wall. It's just based off looks, y'all. So this album cover is literally a wall. That's not much aura if you ask me. Next. Kicking in at the top 10, we have Relics. I don't really know what I'm looking at when I look at Relics album cover. It kind of looks like a doohickey convention. It still has more aura than most, even if it feels like it's about to play me a bunch of cartoon sound effects. At the 9th spot, we have Obscured by Clouds. It kind of looks like someone is Black Ops 2 dolphin diving with a bunch of tree branches in the way. It also kind of gives me Metal vibes, but it has less aura than Metal because it also kind of gives me Shrek and Dookie vibes at the same time. At the 8th spot, we have Momentary Lapse of Reason. You already know I fuck with the hang glider, man. The cover has aura, but it sadly clickbaited me because the thumbnail is absolutely fire for the most mid album of all time. Hang glider man also has a lot of aura when he's combined with the AI Apple Music movement, but the 1987 album cover is not as good as the remake cover, so I have to put it lower on the list. At the 7th spot, we have Metal. Obviously, the whole band time traveled through dimensions to Walter White's pool and took a picture of it because that's the only reasonable explanation of how they made the album cover look like that. Still has quite a bit of aura. At the 6th spot, we have Division Bell. I love this album cover. It fits the vibe of the album perfectly. It's very symmetrical, which gives it a lot of aura. At the 5th spot, we have Endless River. Pink Floyd absolutely cooked with this album cover because just look at it. It's a boat floating on the clouds. That's pretty much an endless river if you ask me. I think they nailed it. Coming in at the 4th spot, we have Animals. This is another one where I love the remake more than the original because of the awesome Apple AI movement. Just look at it. I also mess with the pig heavy. The flying pig in the background has so much aura, which is a beautiful cherry on top. At the 3rd spot, we have Adam Hart Mother. The cow on this damn album cover invented aura farming. He doesn't even look real. That's how much aura he has. I know he's a real cow, but he looks like a painting. I watched a documentary and some guy was super pissed that David Gilmour took a picture of the cow and called it a day, which is super sad because this album cover has so much aura. At the 2nd spot, we have The Dark Side of the Moon. Yep, you caught me. I didn't put at the number 1 spot, but it's still number 2, so shut up. One of the most visually iconic album covers of all time. And again, it gets bonus points with the AI Apple movement. Just look at this. And at the number 1 spot, we have Wish You Were Here. What am I supposed to say about this album cover? It literally has the most aura you could possibly give something. End of discussion.